the Chairman and Board of Directors for Investment Fiji, Permanent Secretary for Industry, Trade, Tourism, Chief Executive Officer for Investment Fiji, members of the Diplomatic Corps, fellow old boy from Kings, from Australian tourism, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Bulavinaka, and a very good evening to all of you. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, to launch the 2018 Prime Minister's International Business Awards. And it is also encouraging to see the continued support that the awards has been receiving from the private sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the IBA recognizes and rewards the best businesses, empowering the corporate world to excel. And I wish to reiterate, and I've said this time and time again, that the private sector is the engine for the growth of this country. Whilst the Fijian government provides an enabling and conducive environment for businesses to flourish, ladies and gentlemen, the vision is what matters. The vision for a modern and inclusive economy. And that is embedded in the 5-year and the 20-year National Development Plan. The vision of transforming Fiji maps out the way forward for Fiji to realize its full potential as a nation. And in this regard, the Fijian government has continued to develop and implement policies that will enable this transformation. The 2018-2019 national budget continues the pro-business, sustainable and consistent policies of the Fiji First government, of providing targeted support to Fijians and Fijian businesses. We have provided affordable education, better roads, ports, improved connectivity, and the ability to make a living and contribute to the Fijian economy. Ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the reasons why Fiji is the best place to do business in. This, ladies and gentlemen, is evident through the increasing contribution of investments towards GDP. In 2017, total investments were approximately 27% of the GDP, which amounts to $2.6 billion. The private sector and public enterprises investment made up 18.5% of the GDP, or $1.8 billion. This upward trajectory is expected to continue in 2018 and 2019. This promising growth simply means that Fiji is still the preferred investment destination, and not only for new investors, but for domestic and foreign investors who are reinvesting into the country. Ladies and gentlemen, investments is a crucial contributor to continuous positive growth of the Fijian economy, and the Fijian economy is on track for its 9th consecutive year of positive growth. And for this year, a growth of 3.2% is forecasted. In 2017, total exports grew by 6.1% to $2.5 billion, and this growth was led by exports of sugar, mineral water, molasses, fruit and vegetables, kava, to name a few. In 2018, total export is forecasted to grow by 7.5%, led by increased exports of timber, mineral water, gold, fish, fruits and vegetables, and re-exports and other domestic exports. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also worth noting that re-exports grew by 4% in 2017. And this actually strengthens Fiji's position as a regional hub. We also have, ladies and gentlemen, the Warambite Economic Zone, which is a project stemming from the Fijian government's vision to position Fiji as a manufacturing and services hub of the Pacific. And once fully operational, the WEZ will feature world-class infrastructure for investments in retail, ICT, manufacturing and logistics. Research and innovation are the cornerstones to develop a knowledge-based economy. Investment in innovation and high value-added activities can boost productivity, create more jobs, and lead transformation of the economy as envisaged in our National Development Plan. In order to encourage continued investment in modern technology, ICT, research and development, the 2018-2019 budget provides tax and other incentives. For example, the government has introduced a 250% tax deduction for companies investing in research and development in the sectors of ICT and renewable energy. The Fijian government, ladies and gentlemen, is improving the way we serve all Fijians through the use of technology. The first service, as part of the Digital Fiji, is the My Feedback and Government Directory apps. And this has revolutionized the way Fijians can access government information and services. We are bringing government services to the people, which will be accessible anytime from anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fijian government is undertaking the review also of the investment policy and law, and the objective is the modernization of our investment laws and regulations to be up to international standards as well as adoptive of global practices. Another key project that the Ministry will launch in the new financial year is a National Innovation Framework. The NIF is a long-term strategy that will facilitate economic growth through innovation. It will act as a roadmap to facilitate growth in e-commerce, ICT, business process outsourcing, and shared services, contact centers, software and app development, animation and other science, technology, engineering and mathematics-based sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back to today's event, I wish to acknowledge Investment Fiji's commitment to ensuring that the Prime Minister's International Business Awards remains a premier event where innovation and creative business ideas are rewarded. There are 12 categories, from what I understand, in this year's IBA that ensures that we do not leave any sector or any business. The contribution of each sector or business to the economy, and despite size and nature and markets, needs to be recognized. This year, the Ministry is sponsoring 2 categories, namely the Best Medium Business Operating Internationally and Excellence in Innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, we recognize all of your hard work and dedication towards the growth of our nation. And the 2018 Prime Minister's International Business Awards is one of the avenues to do so. The awards, which has strict and transparent criteria, sets a benchmark for excellence and giving that additional push to local businesses to be more competitive and, more importantly, innovative. I also encourage small businesses, young entrepreneurs, companies that have demonstrated remarkable success in the Fijian economy to apply for the awards. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we need in Fiji today to foster inclusive economic growth as we strive for excellence and benchmarks ourselves amongst the best in the world is what I have mentioned all before me. So with those few words, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to officially launch the 2018 Prime Minister's International Business Awards, and I urge all the prospective applicants to enter the awards category, and whilst you're here today, have a chat with some of the recipients from before. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.